Okay, so we're going to look at Chapter 4, question number 2 on the agenda. Let's take a look at these questions. So they want us to graph the following equations. And this graphing process is basically a matter of finding ordered number pairs that make these equations true statements. So let's start with the first one. They've given us x plus y equals 4, and I'm going to draw this little chart here. And we're going to have x and y, and these are going to be our ordered number pairs. And the easiest numbers to start with are when we substitute in 0 for x and then 0 for y. There's a couple reasons for this 0 and 0. The first one is that it's mathematically easier to solve the equation if one of the values is 0. The second one is that when we come to graph it, these points are right on the axes. So let's start with 0 plus y equals 4, which of course simplifies down to just y equals 4. And we have an ordered number pair, x equals 0, y equals 4. We can go x plus 0 equals 4, which easily simplifies down to x equals 4. So when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 4. And when we come to graphing this thing, this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. We can see that when x is 0, y is equal to a positive 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And when y is 0, we're at a positive x equals 4. And we can see the points we're looking at. And of course, this is the second reason why we want to go with 0, 0, because it's so easy to graph because they're right on the line. And then we're going to try and put a straight line through here. And so that's basically what this equation would look like. So this is the equation that represents the line of x plus y equals 4. And we can see that other points, in fact, all the points on this line would solve the equation if we had y equals 3 and x equals 1. Let's take a look at when we solve that. X equals 1, y equals 3, equals 4. And we could go 2, and 2 is also on that line. And we can see that if we did 2 plus 2, still works. And if we did x equals 3 and y equals 1 equals 4. In fact, the whole point is that every point on this line represents an ordered number pair that would make this equation a true statement. That's what they mean by saying this is the equation of the line. The line is really just the pattern formed by plotting all the ordered number pairs that make this equation a true statement. So let's try the next one. So let's take a look at the equation we've been given. X take away y equals 5. Again, we want to keep track of the ordered number pairs that make this a true statement. And because it's a straight line, we only need 2, and we're always going to start with 0 and 0. So here we've got x, which is 0, take away y equals 5. So negative y equals 5. Multiply through by negative 1, we get y equals negative 5. So that's one of our ordered number pairs. Let's try the other one. X take away 0 equals 5, which just works down to x equals positive 5. And then we can graph it. Oops. So x, y, when x is 0, y is negative 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when y is 0, x is positive 5. So we can see the 2 points, and we're dealing with a straight line. So we only need 2 points to make a straight line. And that's basically our equation, or our line, and the equation is x minus y equals 5. So let's try the next one. So what is our equation here? We've got y equals 3. And this is sort of a unique case. There's no x in this situation. So when we come to graphing it, there's not a lot we need to do, but we do need to realize what it's doing. This is x and y, and all we've been told is that y equals 3, 2, 3. And the whole point is it doesn't matter what x equals. So if we graph it, it's basically going to look like that. This is the equation y equals 3. It doesn't matter what the x value is. Y is equal to 3. So that's all we would have to do to graph it. And the next one will be similar. Let's take a look at how it works. So we've been given the equation x equals -5. We can graph it. Not much else we can do. So x, y, x equals -5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5. And it doesn't matter what the y value is. So basically, we've just got a vertical line at x equals 5. This would be the equation. X equals -5. And that's all there is to it. We don't have to worry about the x value. So that's what those equations would work like. So let's get rid of all this nonsense.